The carnage inflicted by those 4 hijacked airliners a full 20 years ago was felt nowhere more keenly or cruelly than on the New York brokerage firm Cantor Fitzgerald. Cantor occupied the 101st through 105th floors of One World Trade Center. And on the morning of September 11th, 659 Cantor employees were killed. That is every Cantor employee who came to work and was at the New York office at the time. CEO Howard Lutnick was not there because he was taking his son to his first day of kindergarten. Somehow, amazingly, Cantor resumed its business along with the rest of Wall Street just 2 days later. Rebuilding, though, took years. Lutnick started with Cantor itself. He didn't end it there, though, because for 5 years, Cantor paid a quarter of its profits to the families of the workers who were killed and paid for their health care for 10 years. And now on each 9/11 anniversary, the firm invites celebrities to work the phones, and 100% of the revenues on that day go to charity. Howard Lutnick is kind enough to join us. Thank you so much for being with us. Howard, your own brother was among those who died that day. So many of your friends as well. I can't imagine what every anniversary has been like for you, and especially this particular one.
Well, it's a tough time of year for me. I mean, there's no other way to say it. So I stay focused. I need to be together with the families of my friends and all of those that we lost. We read their names. We talk about them. We remember them. But we're all together. And then that night, we have Charity Day. I spend all day raising money for the families, and now for 150 other organizations. And then that night, I go out with my best friend's widow, which I always do every September 11th.
How do you remember your own brother, Gary? Because it's one thing to, pay tribute to all of the employees you lost, which is simply massive. I think I misspoke saying over 300, it's 658. But there's Gary. Who's your brother?
Well, my sister, my brother, and I were really close. We lost our parents when I was 16. My dad was killed when I was 18 when the nurse gave him 100 times a dose of chemotherapy. So my sister, my brother, and I were really, really tight, and the loss of my brother was devastating. So what we did is we tried to turn his memory into something fundamental. So we started the Cantor Fitzgerald Relief Fund, which my sister runs, so she could touch each of the families. And my sister wears a necklace of a broken heart around her neck, and she connects with all of the other families. And then I just tried to raise as much money as I possibly could, trying to piece this smashed company back together again to take care of the families of those we lost. And I was able to talk to them, and I was able to communicate with them because I was just one of them. So I always felt that my way of communicating with the families was really standing on my brother's shoulders. His being part of that group allowed me to talk to them, allowed me to build a community with them, allowed me to rebuild this company. And now we have 12,000 employees. And we are an incredible organization that is built really on the shoulders of my brother and his voice.
So that's the personal and the professional part of Howard Lutnick on this 20-year anniversary. But then there's the average American. You and I are both average Americans. We both had a profound experience on that day, and then we deal with this anniversary every year. Do you look at this day, 20 years later, and say, where are we? Have we backslid? Are we any better? Did we become better? Did we squander any of that beautiful national unity that we had in the ensuing months and years after 9/11? Like, where's your headspace when it comes to who we are as a nation?
That day I was uptown with my son dropping into kindergarten, and then I went right down to the building to try to see if I could help. And I was literally standing underneath the North Tower when the South Tower collapsed. So I was literally engulfed in that black, and felt just like you did. Only I was unfortunately right underneath it, and thought I had died from that black. And so I felt really strongly that we should go and get the bad guys. And I was really I was excited that, the American military went out and sought to avenge what happened to us and to protect us, create homeland security and do all these things to make us better. And, now it's 20 years later, and I think, we all say never forget. But, I sort of feel like it's fading, that we're not protecting ourselves against terrorists in the same way we did before, because it's 20 years and people just let it slide a little bit. So I feel like the world is forgetting a little bit, and it is allowing terrorists to sort of grow and build. And it's tough. It's tough to be 20 years later and to feel like we're not as vigilant, we're not as strong, we're not protecting ourselves as much as I thought we would do. But I guess that's just human nature.
Well, then there's the other side of it too, right? As I'm assuming every year after 9/11, some networks played the whole broadcast day. They would replay it. And I don't know for you, but for me, it was really hard. I couldn't watch it. And so I almost strangely, paradoxically, welcomed the dwindling of news coverage. But when you put it in those words, now I feel bad for, not just sort of pushing through it and weathering through it. Do you sometimes feel, please, I don't need to see another story, it's too painful?
Well, I would agree with you. Of course, it feels that way. And when I see those pictures, even when I'm watching your program and I see those pictures, it causes my insides to just sort of rip apart, because when that first plane hit that first tower, those are my friends. That's my brother. That's my best friend. We had a rule at the company. We only want to work with people that we like. So when we interview people, we would decide, are these people going to be our friends? Because we spend more time with people we work with than often you spend with your family. And so these were all of our friends, and it's ripping. But what I try to do is keep my head down. We have this spectacular charity day where all of my employees, they waive their day's pay, and we ask our clients to do as much business as they can. We have celebrities come and help us. And we've raised on average $12 million a year, which we give to about 150 different organizations, because that's a good way for me to spend my day. I can't figure out how otherwise to spend my day. Otherwise, I just want to stick my head under the pillow or stick it in an oven. One of those two. Figure out what's there.
I completely understand, and I fully concur. And you know what? I like interviewing people I like, so I'm glad that you were here today. Thanks for doing this.
Well, thanks for all you do and what you put up with that day and what David did. Those were incredible stories, and being down there with you that day was, it never comes out of you. It's just in you, and you knew what happened to the people in the building, and it's just, you just want to remember them and keep them alive in your hearts.
Like I said, I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate this on this, very sad anniversary, but also very eye-opening for us as we look forward. Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.